gainers, Ralphie here on location with a bit of a walk and talk. Not so much walking actually, but plenty of talking, but not for too long, that's important. So hello all you gainers, welcome to another vlog from the Fitter Philosophy channel. It's a beautiful summer's day on a beautiful summery location, and just yesterday I was sitting in my greenhouse having a cup of coffee and a total quality chill when I had one of these little inspiring moments. Now, we all need to be prepared for these moments when we have an original thought, a really good idea, an inspiration of originality. And unless we write them down, we're going to forget them very quickly. So I wrote mine down. It was a title for a vlog, and it's called Redefining Reality. It's something we need to do. Let's walk. We're subject, all of us, wherever we may be and whatever our circumstances, to the constant white noise of indoctrination, of opinion manipulation, of basically those who have power using their power to keep their power by disempowering us. Quote me on that. You're very welcome to do so. And part of our experience of life and the challenge of this life is to recognise this is happening and to annually, if not more often, but at least once a year, review what we perceive as real. Because it's so very easy to institutionalise our lives, and particularly with older people, you see them still holding on to the values of an older generation of yesteryear, of a historical value, which is really not relevant in the face of the knowledge and access to knowledge that we have today. Now, a few generations ago, there really wouldn't be much opportunity for redefining reality and for spring cleaning our heads, because societies were static. People were really prisoners within their community. But in the modern age, with communication, with the internet, and with the resources available to us for a very modest cost, we can learn an awful lot more than we used to be able to. And I'm sure you're aware that the purpose of school is partly education, but mainly indoctrination. It's about basically sculpting useful worker ants for the colony. And that sounds cynical, but it's true, it's perfectly true. But it depends where we set our own personal standards. It's very easy to go through life. We've got that opportunity, and we can exist. And for many folk, can exist quite comfortably on fried chicken, football, donuts, and slushy movies. Forgettable, violent, numbing movies. And the word's quite important here, numb. The idea is to numb people. It's why in certain parts of the world there's the overprescription of painkillers. It's not just to numb the pain in the body, it's to numb the inquisitiveness of the mind. And I just laugh every time you see a really inquisitive child out with its parents asking questions and more questions, and then being told sooner rather than later, just shut up, we're not answering your questions, you inquisitive little urchin. But you see, kids are instinctively smart. They know something's wrong, but they're too young and inexperienced to realise it. When we're older, when we're adults, there's no more excuses. If we decide to exist, fair dues. It's a personal choice. But for those who decide to live, to accept that challenge, then it's most certainly the case that you need to, we all need to, and we can't do this as a one-off, got to do this ongoing, like spring cleaning a house. We have got to redefine the realities around us, whether it be historically, whether it be scientifically, whether it be religiously, because if we don't, we become basically stuck in the past, and if we're in the past and have a mindset from the past, there's no way that we can accurately and properly plan for the future. And there you have it. I'm going to conclude this now in my little review. Redefining reality, the need to do it, to some it's an urgency, with explaining that, I don't know if you're a gardener, but I'm going to share something with you. I'm a whiskey reviewer, and as such I enjoy smells, complex smells and all sorts of smells, and I really enjoy the smells that you find in a garden, particularly with the seasons. And it's not just the smells of individual plants like roses and honeysuckle, it's within the context of the time of day, how warm it is, how bright the sun is, how damp it is, how much ozone is in the air, how much moisture is in the air. As time goes on, as we redefine our reality, we recalibrate our senses, our sense of smell, taste, sight, hearing. It all adds up. Nothing happens in isolation. And this is a plant that's really good for smell. It's called, I'll pop this in the camera now so you can see it. There you go, it should be in view. Night scented stock. This is Starlight Sensation. First time I've tried it. As a flower, it doesn't look up to much during the day. It looks a bit straggly, a bit weedy, with little pink flowers which are kind of insignificant compared to more showy plants that we can buy in the garden centre. But it's in the evening, when the sun is down and when the air's a little bit cooler, that's when the flowers open up. And rather like other varieties of stock, which have beautiful scents during the day, the night scented stock comes into its own at night and has a smell which you will never smell out anywhere else. It's absolutely specific and singular. So I recommend that if you are a gardener and you're looking for some beautiful evening odours, night scented stock can't go wrong. You can even, if you don't have a garden, you can put it in a pot in your windowsill and it'll be quite happy there as well with some proper feeding. I'm Ralphie, I'm standing on a harbour. There's a few folk fishing here. There we go, we've got a wee lighthouse at the end. Let me see now. Here's the key to understanding the nautical term of lights. You see the lights in these lighthouses. You get a green light and a red light, okay? And basically they let you know which side of a harbour you are. And there's a moniker way of remembering which colour is which. So it's red port left. So imagine some old buffer saying any red port left. So the port side is the red light and it's on the left hand side of the boat as you're heading towards it. If it's on the right hand side, it will be a green light, and that is starboard. There we go, you landlubbers. I bet didn't you even know it. You've got to wait for your friendly neighbourhood pirate to tell you. I'm Ralphie, thank you for joining me, and let's finish with a lovely harbour view.